What's up, Internet? Welcome back to the Fire playthrough, and as I'm sure you can see, I have decided to make episode 6, Colossus Boulevard. It just makes sense because of the way that it's set up, that it's part of the main series instead of a side quest series. I'll probably do the same thing with Grizzleheim and Wisteria, where I throw them into the primary playthrough. So yeah, without further ado.
I have a very important task for you today, young wizard. Your studies will have to wait. You've done such a great job elsewhere. I could use your magic on Colossus Boulevard. I had to lock the gate because the street had become too dangerous. Professor Greyrose summoned an army to run out the ghosts. Something must have gone very wrong with her spell. The gate guard, Private O'Doyle, can tell you more. Please find him in the shopping district and see if he needs help.
I did, in between episodes, stop by the bazaar and get myself some better gear. Which, actually, on that note... I should have done that before I started the video, but...
Thank goodness the headmaster sent a wizard to aid us. We could really use your help. Strange creatures have taken over Colossus Boulevard. We don't know where they came from, but they eat everything in sight. We call them Gobblers. I admire you wizards. My niece studies ice magic at Ravenwood, but I'm worried about her. She said she was doing some school project on Colossus Boulevard, but I don't know why she has to do it now. Would you go speak to her and see if she needs any help? Her name is Mindy Pixie Crown.
Beware, young wizard. The street you now have access to contains battles which are handled a little differently. There can be more opponents at one time compared to the amount of players participating in the battle. Be very careful.
Aye, aye, Diego. I will act as recklessly as possible. Just like you said. That wasn't what he said. What do you mean? I heard.
That's so sweet of my uncle to send you. I'm so glad you came too. I've been doing some ice research for Professor Greyrose, but I had to stop. I really need your help. This is horrible! First the Gobblers showed up and started eating everything in sight, and then these evil snowmen? They're all over the place. We must get rid of them, but there are so many. Hey, I know. Why don't you defeat some of them and see if that will chase the rest away?
Definitely not me casually wondering if I maybe should have waited to consider something else for a thumbnail. We will see if what I took actually ends up being the thumbnail. That'd be hilarious. Me to have spent that time while y'all have already seen the thumbnail. What the hell? Not that it really took that long to take a picture, but... No. That sounded like an actual man. That ain't Snow. I have no idea if this is gonna be 1 episode or 2. Let's make sure I'm on the correct quest. It'll depend on how long it takes to get through things. It looks like I'm making decent time. I'll make it only 2, but... or only 1, rather. If it looks like it's gonna take a little too long, then it'll be 2. Which could mean it's 2 that are closer to like half an hour each, but... we'll see. The only damage that I have is my blade. No, I'm not taking that chance. If it hits high, it would do enough, but if it doesn't, he'll survive, and I'm not a chance that. I'd rather just do that. Oh, right, I can get power pips.
Well, that didn't seem to make a dent in those gobblers at all. They're still eating the city. Go speak with Professor Greyrose. Maybe she will know what to do. I'll try to keep their damage to a minimum.
Oh dear, I was afraid of that. It was an accident. I didn't mean to summon those gobblers, and those evil snowmen aren't doing a thing to help. They're actually causing more trouble.
What happened to the ghost all of this was supposed to be solving?
The biggest problem with gobblers is that they're always hungry. Let's try brewing a potion to make them lose their appetite. The snowmen we'll deal with later.
And then we never hear anything about the snowman again.
Here is a list of ingredients for the potion. Take it back to Minty Pixie Crown on Colossus Boulevard.
No, I thought I was going to Cyclops Lane.
A magic potion? Excellent idea! I'll begin working on this list she gave us. I'll set up the cauldron for the potion here. Can you get the first ingredient? It's called stinkweed. You can find that growing right here in Colossus Boulevard. Go gather some for me.
Here, that quest used to require you grab like 6 of them or something.
Whew! This stinkweed really does stink. I know I've lost my appetite. That's all I need. I'll brew the potion now. Here's the first batch of potion, young wizard. Hopefully this will make the gobblers stop eating.
Who are you calling young wizard? If anything, you're weaker than I am. Granted, probably mostly because you do less damage because of being ice. Otherwise, you probably could hold your own. Maybe. I'm gonna say no because that gives you an excuse as to why you don't do anything.
While I'm making more, go beat some gobblers in combat and make them drink the stinkweed potion.
Yeah, sure. Oh, come on. You know, I almost got a road that would give me a point of accuracy. I opted for the one that didn't because it was a third the price. And as it was, I burned all of the gold I had, sold all of my items and all of that to be able to get the gear I currently have, and I have like 50 gold left over. Well, maybe that point of accuracy would have been helpful. I kind of was going off of the logic of, it's one accuracy, it can't be that useful. It might have been.
All done? Excellent. Let's see if the potion had any effect.
Nope.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the potion didn't quite work. I don't want to bother the headmaster. I know. The Gobbler King lives in the large palace at the very end of the street. Maybe we can reason with him. I'll try to brew a stronger potion. See if you can make a deal with the Gobbler King to stop eating and leave the city.
Good luck. Probably should grab health. That might be helpful. Not quite at max, but I'll get this will do it. Oh, I literally walking right past it. Mildrith. I don't need to worry about mana. All of the, because I upgraded my, oh, I must have gotten that. I upgraded the wand, ring and a theme. Not the wand.
You'll have to get past me if you want to see the king.
Like, I upgraded my ring and a theme too, so. That should do it. Just to be safe, though. Doesn't need a blade for that, so I'll just throw that at the king. King. Prince. Not sure why it's a king. I'm just gonna pass so that I can throw an elf at the minion. If I'd have known they were gonna hit me with so much ice stuff despite being balanced, I probably would have thrown in some shields. Because I actually can shield against that. As tempting as that is, it won't do enough this round. And I should have cast it anyway because I fizzled regardless. Alrighty then. I think that's the first, Oh, wait. Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle thing. Nope. Well, first death of the playthrough. Avoid using a option. Yay, try this again. Not do that. Because... I'll do. Then I can wait and throw one at the prince. Okay, what are the spell checks of these guys? This is ridiculous. Oh. Well. Colossus is a lot harder than I remember it being. I can't cast anything to save my life. As was literally shown last battle. Awesome. Gogglestone? Gobblestone. How did it fit?
A tiny wizard. Hello, tiny wizard. Have you come to surrender your city?
Not a chance.
You want us to leave? Oh, no. No, no, no. My people love it here. We shall call this city New Gobblerton.
No, you won't.
If you prove to be good servants, perhaps we shall let the tiny wizard stay in New Gobblerton. Here is my royal decree.
You pick up the royal decree to take back to Mindy Pixie Crown.
What, so we can tear it in half? Oh, shut it.
The Gobbler King wants us to surrender Wizard City? Big problem. Big problem. I I can't believe the Gobblers are trying to claim Wizard City. We need to tell Headmaster Ambrose. Take the Gobbler King's royal decree to Headmaster Ambrose. See what he thinks we should do.
I guess them wanting to claim Wizard City is bothering the headmaster worthy. So, Ambrose, about those ghosts you mentioned, haven't heard hide nor hair of them. But we have this other problem.
What? This decree doesn't even make sense. It's just pictures of ice cream and chickens drawn in crayon.
Headmaster Ambrose shakes his head sadly.
The Gobblers may be a larger problem than we realized. I hate to ask, but you need to go duel some of them to test their strength.
Harder problem than we realized? No, you didn't even know they were a thing. Talking about ghosts. I remember when this quest required defeating defeating 2 of each of them. Now it only requires the 3 variants that you haven't yet fought. I can get rid of those, I discard them raw and then I cast them. You watch, now I'm gonna be wishing I had him in this fight. Like to have some more health, though. Okay. Wait a sec. Oh, come on. Bye-bye. You need to move around. I do believe I'm going to split this into 2 episodes. I'll make the second one doing all 3 of the bosses. So I'll wrap up these 3 fights, do all of the talking to get to where they... I think it's Ambrose that tells me to fight the Barons, and then I believe Mindy got it. Maybe Ambrose just know what it is. Ambrose writes the plan, you take that to Mindy, Mindy tells you it should work, tells you to fight the Barons, and then go back to the king. I got there. So I'm gonna do all of the talking for that after doing these last couple of battles against the Wizards, and then the Weapons, I think is the other one. And then I'll end after the talking to the Barons and talk back to the King again next episode. Oh my gosh. You know, I started making a joke way back when I was doing the Storm walkthrough ages ago, that it wouldn't be an episode if I hadn't fizzled at least once. Am I gonna have to start doing the same thing again? Like, oh my. That did 15. How much did that first one survive by? Oh. Actually, I might do that. And then Pixie this round. And then pass. Huh. Fascinating, but not exactly helpful. Yeah, cleanse. I was right. These guys have almost 400 health. With the boost, this should do enough. Right? Maybe. Yeah, I should. Probably not to him, though. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. me, like, literally at all. Just because I can. Guys, at the moment, health is more valuable than mana anyway, so... Because I have so much freaking mana thanks to my, Thaman Ring. Commons. Do all of the talking, and I will wrap up the episode there.
Good. Now that we know how strong the Gobblers are, I have a plan. Please deliver this letter to Mindy Pixie Crown for me. Your hard work will pay off, I promise.
Headmaster Ambrose hands you an official-looking document. Mindy Pixie Crown reads the official-looking document.
I think this plan will work. This plan calls for challenging the Gobbler King's two closest advisors, Baron Greebly and Baron Rotunda. Dueling isn't my strength, so you're the only one who can do this, young wizard.
I was right, but again, you're still calling me young wizard.
They're each hiding out in towers, one at each end of the street. Defeat them and see what the Gobbler King has to say then.
And I even hit level 11. Next episode I will do the two barons and then refight the prince to talk to the king again. There's not much I can do about the fact that it's going to be a shorter episode, but this one was already shorter, so not sure what I'll do to extend the length of the next episode. I might just leave it as like a 30-minute or less episode. Oh, we'll see. With that, I do think I'm gonna have a different thumbnail, so y'all will already obviously know whether or not I decided to do that, but anyways. Not get distracted. Wrap up the video. I hope you all enjoyed. We'll wrap up Colossus next episode. And then we will start Crocotopia in the episode after that. So, without further ado, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time.